My name is Alexander Mann, and I'm doing my report on the Salisbury millwork fire. At 7:05 a.m., March 7th, 2008, Salisbury Fire Department responded to a call at the Salisbury millwork factory. Upon arrival, and despite there being no threat to civilian life, attack crews were ordered into the building. The fire grew rapidly due to the lack of a sprinkler system and the fuel and chemical accelerants inside the building, and became a third alarm fire by 7:26. By 7:52, it was escalated to a fifth alarm. At 8:43, a part of the first level floor collapsed and crews were ordered out of the building. Nearly 20 minutes later, it was noticed that 4 personnel were missing: Captain Berkeley and firefighters Roberts, Isler, and Monroe. After 6 minutes and 20 attempts, one of the distressed firefighters was able to get out a Mayday call that was received. A RIC crew from Locke Township Volunteer Fire Department quickly responded. They found Captain Berkeley and firefighter Roberts in the first attempt. However, heavy fire conditions and the lack of a charged hose line prevented them from making further immediate progress. Finally, on the 4th attempt, firefighter Isler was found. Isler was transported to Rowan Regional Medical Center, where he died of carbon monoxide poisoning and exposure to extreme heat. Monroe was found an hour later and pronounced dead on arrival. 3 members of the RIC crew, Chief Alexander, Captain Hall, and firefighter McKnight, were injured during the rescue. By the time the fire was put out, 2 firefighters had lost their lives, 3 more were injured, and nearly $2 million in damages were done. The after-action reports found several factors to blame for the deaths. First and foremost was the needless endangerment of firefighters' lives by sending in an attack crew into a fire that posed no threat to life. Secondly was the lack of a detailed pre-fire plan for the structure. Although a pre-fire plan did exist, it contained very little specific details about the structure. The outdated communications equipment used by the fire department also played a role in the deaths of the firefighters, since they had to radio 20 times and 6 minutes to get a Mayday across. Also, the RIC crew went into the fire without a charged hose line. This made their first few attempts unsuccessful at getting to the downed firefighters who were deeper in the structure. Finally, the building was not sprinklered despite its heavy load of fuels and accelerants. Investigation classified the cause of the fire as undefined. However, arson has been ruled out. The captain and operations officers are currently part of an investigation of why teams were ordered into the building and why the firefighters lost their lives. The following is actual footage of the event.
The thing could have smoked like it, and I said, well, it looks like somebody got a house on fire or something. I come over here to the job links, and I looked back, the whole place was yellow.
They took somebody out on an ambulance there a few minutes ago.
What building is it?
Salisbury millwork is all I know. But yeah, you get in there with all those old, and there's no telling, you got old sawdust or whatever, and stuff will go forever.
It looked like it's a bunch of wood the way it's engulfed. Well, like I said, I just didn't matter. I didn't see no smoke. I wouldn't inside Napa. I went inside Napa for 5 minutes, 8 minutes. I bet I ain't been there 20 minutes. And I come out and come to the light. And man, it had...
Yeah, it ain't nothing but a memory now, man. There ain't nothing left of that place.